Okay, my next guest on BBC Radio Wales is well known to our listeners. He's appeared on this show before and his debut album is out in the new year. I'll chat to Welsh musician Ragsy in a moment. But first, he's going to perform for us. This is Ragsy and he's joined by his friend. I don't even know if he's your friend, Ragsy, is he?
He's producer, he's everything.
He's everything,
yeah.
Okay. Not a friend, though.
Well, yeah, he's a friend as well, like, you know.
Right, okay. This is Ragsy and Chris. And what are you going to sing for us, Ragsy? Feels like home?
Yeah, a song called Feels Like Home.
Here we go.
Searching all my pride, and with my heart wrapped on my sleeve and a twinkle in the eye. Whether I'm sleeping under the stars tonight or rolling with the tide, I'll keep on feeding off this land until my soul is satisfied. And feels like home to me. I'll call this home to me. The morning now breaks on me, and I'm shooting on my pride. Wrap my heart back on my sleeve, and I thank the Lord I survived, and for another place to lay my head. It keeps on changing all the time. I never seem to stay still, but I think I'd like to try and call this home. Feels like home to me. It feels like home to me. It feels like home. Like home. It feels like home.
Hey! I can't clap because I've hurt my hand, right? But I am clapping. Look, come and sit down. I'm hitting my chest like Tarzan. It's absolutely brilliant. What a fantastic song. I love it.
Thank you.
Absolutely love it. Happy Christmas, because we've launched Christmas today.
Happy Christmas.
I can't believe we spoke. Well, you've been on the show a few times, but
yeah.
I spoke to you about a couple of months ago, and you were going, "I've got my new Christmas single finished." It's practically June, Ragsy. What are you doing?
I know.
It's one of those things you got to do, though, isn't it?
This is it. It's a hard game being in the music industry, as you know.
Yeah.
We've been recording the album for about 4 months, getting it ready. We were hoping to bring it out at the end of the year, but we kind of went, oh, let's do it in February. And in the session, Chris had this really nice idea of Walking in the Air, and we played through it, and we thought, yeah,
love it.
It's not a bad idea.
Absolutely fantastic. Tell me about the album, Labour of Love.
Yes, definitely. The album's called Ouch.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's hurt in more ways than one.
Yeah, it's liquid gold for a singer-songwriter to go through breakups and have family problems. It's not all doom and gloom, but it's an album of ups, downs, ins, outs, and roundabouts.
Yeah, it's life, isn't it?
Yeah. And I feel quite lucky to have been able to write about these things, because otherwise I would have had a hefty shrink bill. So that's my way of dealing with it.
Yeah, it is
really
very cathartic, I suppose, just to kind of be able to express yourself through music.
Yeah. I do feel quite lucky to be able to, you experience something and then you write about it, and I suppose it's a release, but you also get to revisit it when you record it and play it live as well. So.
Are they songs, though, that you might be embarrassed about in, like, 20 years' time, that, your wife then, or whoever you're with then, will go, tell me about this girl you wrote about in 2000. It's going to be one of those eggy moments.
I think they could be. I think that, there's breakups. There's my dad was in a coma, so there's a song on there called Breathe. And it's not all that kind of thing, but I think, at some point, like, some there's a song I wrote on the album which everybody likes called My Love, which I wrote, a breakup. So I went home and I wrote this song, and then I went and I played it. And it was one of those things. We went, yes, nice salad. I went, oh dear.
Can I tell you, right? A friend of mine, who was a pop singer back in the 60s, had a wife called Shelley, right? But also had a girlfriend called Pauline, right? And he did this song, and it was called Pauline. And it was, Pauline, I love you, even though I shouldn't be with you. And it was the story of basically this affair he'd been having. And then his wife came to the concert, and she was like listening, came up to him afterwards and goes, so, do you want to tell me who Pauline is?
That's brilliant. I haven't mentioned no names.
Never do that.
Never mention a name. Don't get a tattoo done.
Listen, kids, this is some advice from Uncle Ragsy. Never get a tattoo, never write a song about an ex-girlfriend. Right, can I ask you about, because Christmas has been launched today, apart from saving your Christmas vouchers to buy your album Ouch, which is out in February, what is a Ragsy Christmas? What is the one tradition you just can't do without at Christmas?
I like an Irish coffee in the morning.
Is that it?
That's it.
I like an Irish coffee, I do. I gotta be honest.
I do like to start the day with a nice Irish coffee, a little nip of whiskey, double cream, nice coffee. I start your day that way, but I suppose it's all about being around family and friends, and it's that warm, lovely fuzzy feeling that you get. I think the older you get as well, it's the first to nod off in front of the fire.
It's always me now. Because, Dad, you're snoring again. Are you pleased with the record? Of course you are, but
yes.
Has it become everything you wished it would be?
It's more that, and we've got a great team in North House Studios, which Chris is the producer. We got Matt here as well, who's part of the team. And we all believe in the product, in the songs. I took them to Chris and we started recording through them demo-wise, and there's just an honesty all the way through it. We've got 11 videos for 11 tracks. We've made it. Whenever I buy an album, I love the special edition. Yeah. And I thought this could be my only album, so let's treat it as one of those. There's honesty through the songs, there's honesty through the artwork, the concept, everything. So, yeah, hopefully everybody else will like it as well.
So the listeners and fans of yours that are listening today, can they pre-order it, or can they?
We're gonna have the release date sometime next week, hopefully, and then will be a pre-order. And obviously there's a standard version of CD and special edition.
Special edition. Go for the special edition. Is there a website though that can follow you on?
It's just under reconstruction, but it will be ragsymusic.com. But it's Ragsy on Facebook and Ragsy78 on Twitter, and we'll be posting up loads soon.
Perfect.
So yeah.
I gotta be honest, right? If I was picking a Christmas song to record, We're Walking in the Air wouldn't be the one, right?
Yeah.
Why did you pick that one? Because I know I've heard the single. It sounds fantastic, but it wouldn't have been my choice at first up. But now it would be, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It's one of those ones where I don't do a lot of Christmas songs cover-wise and things like that, being a singer-songwriter. But the man that's sitting there with a guitar, he had the idea first of all. And he had this arrangement, and we got Joe, this son who plays piano on there in the room. A bit of downtime in the studio, and it just came out, and we were a bit dubious about putting it out there. because you know you don't want to be tagged as
No.
releasing Christmas covers or Christmas singles even. But
I've done a Christmas cover. It's absolutely fine.
There we are. That's all right then. I'm all right then. That's cool.
Mine was rubbish. I gotta say mine was rubbish. Can we hear yours now?
Yeah,
That'd be okay?
we'll get on with it.
Ragsy's going to go back to him, and he's going to be playing "Walking in the Air." That's Ragsy, whose new album is out in February. More news on that next week if you follow him on Twitter at Ragsy78, I think it is, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
Perfect. This is Ragsy singing "Walking in the Air."
We're walking in the air. We're floating in the midnight sky. The people far below are sleeping as we fly. I'm holding very tight. I'm riding in the midnight sky. I'm finding I could fly so high above the sky. Far across the world, the villages go by like dreams. The rivers and the hills, the forest and the streams. Children gaze, open mouth, taken by surprise. Nobody down below believes their eyes. We're surfing in the air. We're swimming in the frozen sky. We're drifting over icy mountains floating by. Suddenly swooping low on an ocean deep, rousing up a mighty monster from hell sleep. We're walking in the air. We're dancing in the midnight sky. And everyone who sees us greets us as we fly.
Hey, Ragsy, fantastic. Walking in the Air is available to download now. The video is on YouTube, and Ragsy's debut album is out in February.
On FM, AM, online, TV and digital radio. This is BBC Radio Wales.